Chapter 6 Season 1 of Fortnite is coming to a close, so we're 4 days away from the new season, which will be Fortnite Flawless. This was an amazing season, and not only that, but it was also a very good start to Chapter 6. I really do enjoyed a lot of the things that was presented to us, whether it be the collabs or, you know, the loot pool and all that. But to give my final thoughts on this, first off, I think the map is very luscious. It's very vibrant and amazing. I do like a lot of the POIs that has been brought to us. I also like the bit of the POI changes, but I'll get into that once we talk about a certain collab that happened throughout the rest of this season. But I will say this: the loot pool was really great. I do like the weapons that we were given to us at the beginning, and I also enjoyed some of the unvaults that we are able to get. Like, for example, the kinetic blade that was teased in the trailer, and we finally got that back. It's not really good as an offensive item, but for defense and for, you know, mobility, I think it's really great. It doesn't really be on the same level as the Typhoon blade, but it's still a good mobility weapon to use. And I also enjoyed using the explosive repeater rifle. At first I thought it was hella annoying, but I had to get used to it. You know, as the old saying goes, if you can't beat them, join them. And I ended up, you know, trying to use the rifle a lot, and it's not bad. I think it's actually pretty good when you're using it. It just sucks that when a lot of people ended up spamming it a lot, especially like during either mid game or end game, where it's just constantly spamming it until their life depends on it. And I know it is a battle royale, but I don't know, it became so annoying. But it's okay. It's an okay weapon. I don't really think they should bring it back for next season. I hope not, but it was all right. And we also have the Ranger, the Ranger assault rifle, which was okay, but I understand why a lot of people did not like it that much. It just shoots so slow, but the reload was fine. There were also fixes to a lot of the weapons, you know, the buffs and the nerfs. It wasn't the nerfs wasn't really all that outrageous or anything. If anything, they kept things balanced, which was good. And the Typhoon blade, like I said, it was still a pretty broken weapon to use, and that's what I really like. You know, I love being able to use some of these fun, wacky items, which was great. So yeah, the loot pool wasn't all that bad. I think it was a very solid loot pool. I also liked that they brought back the shield kegs, which was cool. I'm not really gonna go over the battle pass much because I already give my thoughts on that. If you want, you can check out my first video on this season, which will be in the top right corner. But I do think the battle pass was pretty solid. And as for collabs, I think it was we got a good amount of collabs, mainly for the theme of it, because I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping they did not bloat us with so much collabs, especially collabs that doesn't make any sense or doesn't really fit with the season theme. But unfortunately, they just couldn't escape. They just couldn't listen to that kind of feedback. And instead, we gotten a bunch of collabs that just didn't really fit the theme. I will say this: there are some collabs that I think actually fit Chapter 6 Season 1. Like I said before, there was Big Hero 6, but I need to express a bit more on that. I wish they would have done more with Big Hero 6. I was really hoping to see characters like Hero and Go-Go and Honey Lemon. I was expecting to see those characters be added into Fortnite, but unfortunately we got nothing out of it, which was a damn shame. There was also the Kaiju number 8 collab. I think that was a really great inclusion. Like I said before, I haven't really watched the anime yet, but I'm trying my best to find a way to actually watch it without having to fucking pay for Crunchyroll. But there was also the Hatsune Miku collaboration. I think that is really amazing. I think that's the best collaboration that they've ever done for this season. Not just for Fortnite Festival, but for the fact they actually fit with the season theme, which is Japanese themed. And Hatsune Miku herself is a Japanese Vocaloid, so it made a lot of sense to bring her into the game. I'm just glad they were able to bring her into the game for us to actually play as her. And you guys already know I've done a lot of content centering around this Vocaloid, and it's actually going to be a lot of attention, which I highly appreciate. But yeah, I think that was the absolute best collab they've actually done. I'm hoping they do more for Fortnite Festival. Give us more Hatsune Miku jam tracks, and also give us a Hatsune Miku live concert. We need that pronto. We also got the Jujutsu Kaisen Wave 2 collab, which I'm not gonna lie, they rushed the hell out of that one. Like, not just from the fact that they sold Toji for 1500 V-Bucks with no back bling or edit styles, but for the fact that they were selling his back bling and pickaxe together for 800 V-Bucks, which should have just been bundled in with him for 1800, just like they did with Mahito. Ryuman Sakuna, he didn't get a pickaxe, but he is priced at 1500 with a back bling, which is good. But the bundle itself is 3800 V-Bucks, which again, I'm really getting tired of these 4000 V-Buck bundles here. Like, at the very least, some of these bundles costing up to 3400, that's fine, mainly for the Metallica and TMNT collaborations. But like, I feel like Fortnite is starting, I feel like they need to like just like stop with these overpriced bundles here. They also did the same with Iron Man. Like, Iron Man alone costs 2000 V-Bucks. Sure, you get the edit styles, but there's no back bling, no reactivity, or no emotes, which is insane. Like, they selling the skin 2000 V-Bucks alone, and they're separating the back bling, so you have to buy that for 400. But if you want everything, you have to buy 2500. So they really need to stop overpricing these things, man. Just give us something that make sure these things are affordable. Like, that's all I'm asking. Make some of these collaborations affordable, just like you did with Hatsune Miku, just like you did with just like you did with Godzilla. And that's exactly what they've actually did. I think they put a lot of heart and soul into the Godzilla update, not just from him being added into the battle pass, but they also added 2 more skins from the Monsterverse into the item shop, that being Mega Godzilla and Kong. Both of them are individually priced at 1500, but the bundle itself is 2800, and you get both the skins, the back blings, the pickaxes, as well as the emotes and a wrap, which is actually a really solid price for everything. So they were able to do Godzilla justice, not just for that, but also to give him his own little event. It's more so like just an update where you can actually become Godzilla himself. And I was extremely worried on how they would handle this, because it was actually handled, it was going to be handled the same as they did with the Isle of Doom, which was trash during Chapter 5 Season 4, but at the very least, they did Godzilla justice. Not only being able to transform into him was very solid, but when the time was up, you can still be able to play the game. And not only that, but they also did a few unbolts to accommodate with this thing, like over the rail guns, as well as the chili splashes that you can use, which like not only restores your shield and health, but it also lets you move faster, which is cool. I do think the Godzilla update was pretty solid. I think it was pretty good. I'm sure you probably already saw me turn into Godzilla in my Kaiju number 8 video. You can check that out in the top right corner. But yeah, I do think the collabs that they've introduced were pretty solid, but like I said before, I wish they didn't add more collabs onto it. I wish they would just, you know, spread the collaborations out, you know, just to make it more like quality over quantity. I do think they need to tone it down on the collaborations. I'm not saying that they're horrible. I'm not saying they're bad or anything. I love the collabs. Like I said before, I want to see a Sailor Moon collaboration, damn it. But I do think they need to tone it down in the collabs and actually give more time on these collabs. And I think that's exactly what they're doing with Demon Slayer, because that hasn't been released for this season, which kind of sucks, but I think they might be saving it for the next season, Chapter 6 Season 2. But and I think the Night Shift Forest, that POI might not get changed. If it doesn't get changed, maybe they could actually release that as the mini pass for Chapter 6 Season 2. I'm hoping so, but if not, but hopefully they can just release the collab and just make sure to do a good job on it and not make it overpriced like they did with some of the other collaborations. That's exactly what I'm hoping for. Just give us some good collaborations like for next season. And speaking of next season, this is what we have to talk about. So the next season's theme is actually going to be criminal themed, and like, I'm going to be honest, it kind of feels like an Underground 2.0, but instead of actually going up against the criminals, you are actually becoming the criminals. That's what I'm assuming. It's pretty much Grand Theft Auto, but in Fortnite. I think they might do this way better than like how they're trying to release a Lego mode, which is GTA themed. So I'll see how that goes. But I will say this: I am looking forward to some of the unbolts that they're actually planning for the season. Like for instance, they're bringing back the business turret, like, which is good. I did not really enjoy it much during Chapter 5 Season 1, but Chapter 4 Season 4 was hella peak when it came to the new weapons that they introduced to us. And that was the business turret and the rocket ramp, which is also making a return, but with a little bit of a twist. And not kind of a pun here, but it's actually going to be called a rocket drill. But it's pretty much functioned the same. But I think they might add some durability to the weapon, which I kind of hope they don't, because like the durability for the kinetic blade was not really a bright idea. If anything, it should just been a timer. Just stick with the timer itself, and we're golden. But yeah, I am looking forward to the unvaults. I am looking forward to what to expect from this upcoming season, and I do hope they actually like bring out some really banger collaborations. Like I know we're getting Mortal Kombat into the game, which I'll talk about in like a sec, but we're also expected to have Yakuza in the game as well. So that's pretty much something. I think it actually fits well, honestly, because the fact that you know mob gangs and all that, but except it's in like Japanese thing. I think this will probably be the second Sega collaboration, the first being Hatsune Miku. But yeah, those two collabs I can pretty much expect to see. And like I said, I also expect to see Demon Slayer in there as well. But speaking of Mortal Kombat, we gotta talk about the battle pass, because like I don't understand how anybody can even hate this battle pass, because I think this is a solid battle pass. It's not the best, and it's certainly not on the level of awesomeness as the last one, but this one is pretty good. I do like the skins they have into it. Like I like the girl with the traffic cone on her head. I do think she's really cute. Like the build she has in the outfit is just wow. It's just really good. And I also like the pink hair she has going on, as well as the pink mask she has going on. But yeah, I do like her, as well as the other skin, which is, in my opinion, is a hot mama. Like Jesus Christ, like her with the black and pink braids, as well as assuming the braids or dreads, whichever ones, and the pink crop top is really nice. And I think this might be one of those skins where a lot of the people are actually gonna like run in terms of maybe simps or possibly just cultured people. But I am looking forward to like a lot of these skins. I do think some of these skins are really great. I do not like the pickle skin. I'm gonna be honest, I think that's the worst one of them all. That is easily the worst skin out of the battle pass. And I think the wolf skin, I mean, come on, it's a furry skin. I'm sure it's something that I'm pretty sure it's something that Bow the Whale can actually enjoy, like assuming if she actually plays Fortnite. But not really. Those two skins I'm not really looking forward to the most. But like I know a lot of people didn't really I know a lot of people were not really that hyped for another Midas reskin, but me having only one Midas skin, and that's the mashup between Midas and Meowscles, I don't see much of an issue with another Midas skin in the battle pass. So, but that's just me though. However, the highlight of the battle pass is Sub-Zero in the battle pass, and for all of the Mortal Kombat fans, I'm pretty sure some of you know who he is. Like he's an iconic character from the Mortal Kombat series. And me personally, I have played a bunch of Mortal Kombat games. I've played Deception, Shaolin Monks. I've also played 9, 10, and 11. So yeah, I pretty much know a lot of these Mortal Kombat characters. But this was a collab that I think was far overdue. But I'm glad they actually adding like all the other characters into the game. Yes, other characters, because Sub-Zero is not going to be the only one being added. Apparently Scorpion will be added into the game later on as well. So him and Sub-Zero will both be added later on during Chapter 6 Season 2, and they're also going to have their own mythics. Sub-Zero going to have his ice gauntlets, and Scorpion will have his own spear, and the spear will also have have a noise where it says "Get over here." So it might be a pretty lit season, to be honest. And having these collabs like Mortal Kombat, Yakuza, stuff like that is pretty cool. I'm curious to see how this battle pass, this season will actually play out, but only time will tell. I do like the battle pass. I do think it's pretty great. I do like most of these skins being added, and I'm curious to see what other collabs we'll probably get in this. I'm really hoping they do add Demon Slayer. I want to play as Tanjiro and Nezuko, damn it, but only time will tell. Only time will tell. But anyways, I would like to know, what are your thoughts on this upcoming season? Do you like the battle pass? If not, then just by all means, tell me, why do you think the battle pass is like bad or mid? Like, but let me know in the comments down below what you all think about the battle pass, as well as like this season in general. Like, what are your final thoughts on chapter 6 season 1? And how do you feel about the live event as well? Because the live event itself, or the mini event, I think it was pretty great. Like, in fact, I would say it's actually way better than the other live events that I've seen. I think this is the best one that I've seen so far, but that's just me though. But I'm gonna stop with my rambling. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comment section below. And until then, this is Star the Protagonist signing out. As always, go Genyo, and have a star-tastic day, everyone. If you enjoyed today's video, then be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn those notifications on to join the Star Nation. Also, be sure to follow my Twitter, and while you're at it, check out my previous video. Now.